So greetings. Now we are at ResPack conference at the Lalit Hotel. We have with us Mr. Kaushal Vora, who is the co-founder and managing director of Massily India Packaging. Thank you so much for doing this podcast
Thank
with
you.
us. So first of all, since you gave a presentation at the ResPack conference, a quick encapsulation of what you spoke about, just for the benefit of our viewers. What did you present, and what were your talking points?
So basically, Massily, it's a French joint venture company. It's more than 100 plus years. In India, we are live since 2012 as a greenfield project we started. And currently, I spoke about at ResPack mainly for the two-piece can. These are the two-piece cans which I spoke about
Yeah.
mainly. The opportunities in the two-piece can, because currently the two-piece cans are less used in India,
Yeah.
whereas globally it is more than 12 or 15 billion cans are used.
Yeah.
So we are producing this in India, but mainly for export.
Yeah.
So that was mainly comparing, and we did also a kind of test case to show our ready to eat. So what will be the difference when we shift from the plastic, which has recycling issues and is not very biodegradable, how we can get into more circular economy
Yeah.
and give a better solution at a lower cost.
Of course.
So that's what my presentation said about.
Yeah, and diving right into the hot topic with the current global situation, how is the shortage of aluminum cans and tin plate supply to the India have affected you, and of course the shortage of easy openings as well. So what are the measures that you have taken?
So honestly, currently for tin plate, there is JSW and Tata Tin Plate. So
Yeah.
they have serviced,
Yeah.
although the costs are going up,
Yeah.
which is one major hurdle today
Yeah.
because of the global turmoil that is happening. We also work with Nippon Steel Japan. So that way we have covered our bases well.
Yeah.
For easy open ends, there is a struggle in India because there is still the quality that Massily requires, because Massily makes easy open end.
Yeah.
We have about 17 lines making more than 1 billion easy open ends
Wow.
globally.
Yeah.
But in India, we are not making that today. So that's one issue which we have, as you rightly said correctly. The easy open end category needs a good player,
Yeah.
and maybe Massily could become the player in the long term. But as of now, we are dependent on the local players, and that's where the struggle could be for developing this market.
Yeah.
So we may have to find an alternative of import or do something in India if the quality doesn't improve.
Yeah, and another interesting shift along with the FSSAI ban is that the FSSAI affecting the metal packaging, where anti-epoxy or BPA-free coatings affect the metal packaging. So, and of course, pan masala being one of the primary products, it was a huge topic, of course, at Interpack as well. So, how are these regulations affecting the metal packaging?
So honestly, we are a European company,
Yeah.
right? We are our major part was in Europe, and we are a global company who go by all the regulations as the EU regulations as well as US.
Yeah.
So I would tell you, massively India, I think it's been 6 years almost that we are BPA NI.
Yeah.
So we are already BPNI in the factory. We are when people did not hear about BPNI and they were complaining of cost, we already converted all our packaging to BPNI. So bisphenol A non-intentional we call it. You cannot call it BPA free because BPA is everywhere. So BPA is non-intentional. That's why the lines have we don't add any BPA in the coatings
Yeah.
that we use.
Yeah.
Although they are more expensive, more premium, but that's what we communicate to customer. As the health benefit, BPA-NI is needed.
Yeah.
There is also PTFE PFAS free. So PTFE PFAS are again forever chemicals, you call it.
Okay.
So those also should be not there in your product, and we are again PTFE PFAS when industry was not thinking about it. So we are more compliant
Yeah,
as a EU compliant as well as the US standard compliant.
Yeah.
And that's what we bring to as Massily being a global group. So it's not that we have a company in India.
Yeah.
So we will use the standards. The
Yeah.
standard of Massily, whether you are in India, whether you are in making the same cap in Europe, you are making in Canada, you are making anywhere, is the same quality.
Yeah.
The same raw materials. We don't change our standards. So for us, I'm very happy that these regulations are coming in because that will distinguish, because there is knowledge that is required in these kind of
Yeah.
applications,
Yeah.
which is very good for consumer. Consumer is getting more aware,
Yeah.
and India wants to go to the European level.
Of course.
Our ministry is continuously pushing, and that's where all these things are coming in. So I think it's a big advantage to separate from the best, from the players who
Yeah.
don't want to improve and they
Yeah.
want to do. So I think it's an advantage for us, I would say, at least.
Yeah, and I can't help but notice we have interesting samples over here. So,
Yeah.
if you can just, for the benefit of our viewers, just describe what are these cans that you are showcasing here, and what things stand out of these two-piece
Sure.
DRD cans. Yeah.
So I'll explain. So the two-piece DRD cans, what we said, what we have done is in the printing,
Yeah.
you have to print the sheets in a stretch printing,
Yeah.
and then you form the tins. It forms as a complete unit,
Yeah.
where all the readability is good. So there is a lot of technology that goes into that.
Yeah.
Plus we have done a Digimark.
Okay.
So the Digimark technology is basically sources of code into the product, and with these kind of products, the whole can becomes and it's an anti-counterfeit also.
Okay. Yeah.
And also when you scan, you can easily scan the product anywhere, anywhere in the can.
Yeah.
So it requires a lot of, it's a technology
Yeah.
superior can.
Yeah.
Although the consumer, when he picks the can, he doesn't notice, but for the brands, it's really very good for two-piece.
Yeah.
Plus the two-piece has advantages because there is only one seam. So when it is only one seam, the leakage factor is reduced by 50% also.
Wow. Yeah.
So that's an advantage on two-piece. Plus you can go thinner and you can go into palletizing, as our factory is fully
Yeah.
automation. With two people, we are producing 7.5 cans per second.
Yeah.
So it's one of the fastest we
Wow.
are producing in Asia. And that's a big advantage in terms of what the customer can get, and lower thicknesses. So we are producing in 0.17 thickness, and we can go even to 0.16. So that's a real cost advantage the brands could have. So in India, we need to develop this. We are mainly into export,
Oh, okay.
right? So that is one product. The second product that we do in Massily, they are, we produce the Easy Grip cap. These are the twist off caps.
Yeah.
And the Easy Grip, because so that you can hold the cap. So when you
Okay,
put
yeah.
it on a jar, it's difficult to open many times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So you need a grip.
Of course.
So that's why you call it an easy grip, and you can open the closure. So that way we have produced this is one of the largest brands in the US. We produce
Okay.
for them. We are directly approved as well. This is an innovation we did, which we won an innovation award as well.
Okay, wow.
Because it's known as a filly-free closure.
Okay.
We have branded as filly-free because what was happening was the closure, this was used for pack gherkins.
Okay.
The gherkins, the way they are packed is you cannot create the headspace directly. You need to fill the full product, because the gherkins and the cucumbers basically, or onions, and they're all different shape.
Yeah,
Because it's agri. So you cannot have a exact shape or an exact
course,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
So that kind of product you fill in, and then you fill the medium.
Yeah.
And then the headspace you create by the conveyors. So all the liquid comes out. But it is some acid and some salt, which are preservatives.
Yeah.
So that acid and salt was going to the cuttage. It's a bit technical, but it goes to the cuttage, and then you have under film corrosion.
Okay.
So it was a problem of the filler,
Yeah.
but it was seen on the closure. And when the closures went to the retailers in Europe, US, this is mainly exported. It's a very big industry in India. So in this, when they would see this product in the retail shelf with filiform, they'll say, oh, it's India. It's an India product. It must
Yeah.
be of lower quality.
Okay.
But it is not the case. It is
Yeah.
because the climatic condition.
Of course. Yeah.
We are like Vietnam, like India, like we are we have moisture. So this moisture in the US is more dry.
Yeah.
Here it is more moisture. So the moisture is creating this filiform corrosion at the place.
Yeah.
So it's a filler problem. For that, what we did is we created a barrier for the liquid not to reach the cuttage.
Yeah.
Because the cuttage cannot be coated. So that's why you get You were avoiding filiform by 90%. We have avoided it, for which we won the global award at the Can Maker. And in India, we are serving for Lidl and other brands, exclusively doing good stuff for them, and that we have solved most of the issue. So that's one. Another one, the new technology we are bringing now, by next month, we will be able to give PVC free, or PVC NI we call it.
Yeah.
Is polyvinyl chloride, you know, PVC
Yes,
is
yes.
kind of carcinogenic
Yeah.
when they manufacture it. So
Yeah.
globally, big brands like Aldi and others are going into PVC. So PVC NI. So this PVC NI in India, we are the first one to bring this technology.
Okay. Wow.
And we will be producing 500 caps per minute.
Oh, wow.
And about 100 million closures. So anybody who wants more sustainable closures is the PVC NI closure.
Yeah.
So that is really true. BPA NI, so BPA free, BPA NI you call it.
Yes.
PFAS NI,
Yes.
PTFE free, PVC free.
Yes. All
So
boxes
PVC
ticked.
NI, everything as a compliant, as a closure in terms of packaging. I think this is the Rolls Royce, not in
Wow.
terms of cost.
Yeah.
Cost is slightly higher, I would say, yes.
Yeah.
But it is the durability and the perfect compliant closure in the world.
That's amazing.
And very few people have this technology.
Wow.
So in Asia, just a couple of them, including us. And then we just developed the aerosol can. The aerosol can, again, it's a completely FEA standard, so which is the Federation of European Aerosol.
Yeah.
It is missing in India, and we will go for the US standard as well. So our can will be fully compliant globally with any standard, with the .2P, .2Q, which is the US standard,
Yeah.
which we are getting in for, and already the FEA standard. So again, globally, Massily has 5 factories. This is the 5th factory we are putting. So everywhere it's the
Wow.
same profile.
Yeah.
So whether you make in Spain, you make in India, is the same. Difference is the thicknesses.
Yeah.
We also made the first can with lower thickness.
Okay.
So in India today, it's only 0.20. So we made in 0.18, and we got it qualified by the customers and the top customers who are using aerosol in India. And that also we got qualified. We are also using powder inside,
Okay.
which is much more resistant to chemicals and other things, as this is a joint and it will not get rusted, and it's much more resistant.
Yeah.
So we put that as well, and we have very superior chemical resistance with the configuration of the top and bottoms, because we are going to make top and bottoms,
Yeah.
which are again going to get exported to Europe, to our plants. So that also we are building it. So it's a complete can. The whole facility, what we have built is fully automated at 160 cans per minute, including robotic packaging, where we are packing 24 cans in 9 seconds.
Wow.
Fully automatic
That's
with the
amazing,
robot.
yeah.
So it's the latest in technology. It's the
Yeah.
most modern what we have built, and with most of all European equipment.
Wow.
So that's a short explanation for what we do and what kind of products.
Yeah,
that we have.
this tells everything that we need to know. So, quick question, since we are talking about cans. So say brands which want to use cans as a primary package. So how does a DRD can help brands achieve shelf life without adding any chemical stabilizers, or maintain that shelf life without adding any stabilizer in it?
So honestly, there are no stabilizers in the 2-piece can,
Yeah.
or 3-piece as for cans usually. So what they do is they put the fish
Yeah.
or whatever is the product, cheese or whatever, and then you with the medium could be in brine, in tomato
Yeah.
ketchup, in most of these two are used.
Yeah.
And after that, it goes through a pre-cooking and directly into retort.
Okay.
So because you retort, you kill all the bacteria,
Yeah.
the harmful bacteria which spoil the food. Hence, the shelf life of such cans, ideally it is 5 years. We give 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
We give 3 years, but honestly speaking, 5 years it maintains absolute freshness. And again, metal is infinitely recyclable. So it's a circular economy. It doesn't lose its quality, its property over time, and that's the big advantage when you call
Yeah.
of a metal can. So
Yeah.
The retorting is without any chemicals. People have a notion that it's processed food, ultra. The ultra processed food is bad. The processed food of fish, globally, why Europe is using so many cans?
Yeah.
If it was harmful for health.
Yeah, of course.
And this is again BPA-NI, BPA free, PFAS free, depending what you want. So that is all possible. So
Yeah.
we could help the brands to do all these, and the ready to eat, what I explained, it will be one of the cheapest alternatives to the ready to eat, where a person can carry at ambient temperature,
Yeah.
open the can, and recyclable is much easy because you can, with a magnet, you can easily separate the waste. And globally in Europe, they have 90 to 93% of recyclability.
Wow.
With metal, with tin plate.
So, say for brands which want to, move from rigid plastic packaging to metal containers, what are the typical challenges or bottlenecks, and what are the adjustments that the brand has to make?
So I would say definitely plastic, because of the way it has been used,
Yeah.
and the availability, and the industry itself is so big,
Yeah.
and the investments that they do is huge.
Yeah.
So they have a great advantage compared to metal.
Yeah,
When I say advantage, in promoting.
of course.
But the real advantage is the metal. In the metal, what we could do is we could help them to take their product,
Yeah.
and with the fillers to develop the packaging for them, like gravies and other things, what I explained in my presentation.
Yeah.
And we could use that to can, pack, and give them an alternative.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a cost, which is more, as you rightly put it, that there is a difference.
Yeah.
But the bigger advantage, I would say, is the shelf life. One is
okay.
shelf life, and second is the premiumness. Why Europe has not moved to plastic? People are going away from plastic. People need alternative.
Yeah.
And let's put it honestly, today, India, we are a fresh food
Yeah.
country. Processed food, we are not there. But we all know the population, growing population,
Yeah.
with the 40% wastage of food that we have today. So that's a big advantage in going for this kind of packaging.
Yeah.
Because we can reduce the wastage, we can increase our exports
Yeah.
along with, and we can feed our population. And we can avoid the 40-50% wastage,
Yeah.
which one of my colleague also said in this presentation, and that's the truth. So I think there is a big advantage if people move to this. You will have to see a long-term life cycle study and not see as direct cost.
Yeah.
The problem in we all have and we all face in India is the direct cost. But people, if they see overall cost, it will work out. As I think Mr. Vishal said of Danone, fantastic mindset, very good openness of our brand, and a very, very detailed and a nice presentation he did to explain why metal packaging
Yeah.
should be preferred. A brand talking about that. It means they have amazing experience on it.
Yeah, of course.
So I really appreciate his words and his presentation.
Yeah, of course. Some modifications and adjustments have to be made. And one final question before
Sure.
I leave you to be. When you walk into any supermarket or a grocery store, and you look at any such brands or any such cans, metal containers, do you wear your Massily hat and look at those cans from that perspective and think, oh, whether this could be made a certain way, or whether you can contribute it to a certain thing in a certain way, or the process, or any sort of connection, relatability that you can observe?
See, I'll tell you, when I go and see in the supermarket, I don't look at only cans, I look at all packaging.
Yeah.
And the key about metal packaging is the perceived value. The perceived value is one of the highest along with glass packaging. Plastic is perceived as cheap. But metal packaging as well as glass, why people prefer glass and metal packaging, glass with closures,
Yeah.
and metal or aerosol cans, it is basically the perceived value of those is much higher.
Yeah.
With all the advantages that we bring.
Yeah.
So when we look at packaging, we want to work with brands, we want to see how we improve the perceived value of these so that the brands can sell more.
Yeah.
We are all here for business. I fully understand that the brands want to sell more to the consumer.
Yeah.
And the consumer will also buy if he sees a perceived value, the consumer convenience. So our whole perspective is towards how we increase the perceived value,
Yeah.
what need we can serve, and how convenient we can make it for our end consumer
Yeah.
to use that packaging. So the whole focus is towards that, and we want to move people to metal packaging
Yeah.
to take that advantage into these three factors.
Wow. So that's an amazing way to end this conversation with you. So before we move ahead, this is the new and newly launched edition of What Packaging magazine, and this is for you to keep. It's
Thank you.
rebranded, refurbished, and repackaged. We are launching here at the ResPack conference.
Fantastic.
So yes,
No, I
that's
really appreciate, and they were very nice questions. And thanks a lot for having me on your show. And I look forward to more, details from you in the long term.
thank you so much, Mr.
Right.
Vora. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.